Have you seen Shutter Island? It's so good. Mind blown. Totally. The twist had me like. Leonardo DiCaprio's acting is amazing. The atmosphere is so unsettling. The cinematography's gorgeous, and the score is so haunting. It's a psychological thriller at its best. Climax is open to interpretation, which I love. Maybe it's about perception versus reality. Or maybe not. Shutter Island explores reality versus paranoia as what's real and what's in the mind. Trauma and guilt as confronting dark past identity as who are you when reality shifts? A dark, psychological dive into the human psyche. The year is 1954, and a thick, oppressive fog clings to the Atlantic as U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels and his new partner, Chuck All, ferry toward Ashcliff Hospital for the criminally insane. Teddy is a man haunted by the liberation of Dachau during the war and the smoke-filled memory of his wife, Dolores, who perished in a tragic apartment fire. They aren't there for a social call. A patient, Rachel Solando, has vanished from a locked cell without a trace. The head of the facility, the chillingly calm Dr. Colley, explains she was a mother who drowned her 3 children. Teddy finds a cryptic note hidden in her room. As a massive hurricane cuts the island off from the mainland, Teddy's investigation begins to unravel. He suspects the doctors are performing radical, unethical brain surgeries in the mysterious lighthouse. His migraines worsen, fueled by the hospital's medication and vivid, surreal hallucinations of his dead wife. Teddy confides in Chuck that he didn't just take the case for Rachel. He's hunting Andrew Leddes, the arsonist he believes killed his wife and is being held somewhere on the island. Driven by paranoia and the belief that he's being drugged to prevent him from exposing the hospital's Nazi-style experiments, Teddy breaks into the lighthouse. He expects to find a laboratory of horrors. Instead, he finds an empty room, a desk, and Dr. Colley. Colley reveals a truth more devastating than any conspiracy. Teddy Daniels does not exist. Teddy is actually Andrew Leddes, the 67th patient at Ashcliff. He didn't lose his wife in a fire. He shot her after she drowned their 3 children in a fit of manic depression. Chuck is actually his primary psychiatrist, Dr. Sheehan. The entire investigation was a massive, last-ditch role-play experiment designed by Colley to let Andrew play out his Marshall fantasy in hopes that he would finally confront his trauma and avoid a forced lobotomy. For a brief, lucid moment, the fog clears. Andrew remembers everything. The grief is unbearable, but he seems cured. The next morning, Andrew sits on the steps with Dr. Sheehan. He looks at him and says, "We gotta get off this island, Chuck. Something bad is going on here." Sheehan sighs and signals to the doctors. The experiment has failed. Andrew has relapsed, or so it seems. But as they lead him away toward the lobotomy tools, Andrew delivers one final, haunting line to his doctor. Which would be worse, to live as a monster or to die as a good man? He walks toward his fate willingly, choosing to lose his mind forever rather than live with the memory of what he's done. The peak scene in Shutter Island is when Leonardo DiCaprio confronts Ben Kingsley in the lighthouse. Teddy's desperate for truth, and the tension's palpable. The reveal, Teddy's actually Andrew Leddes, a patient who's murdered his wife, is shattering. This scene's the film's emotional core. Here DiCaprio's performance is top, and the twist changes everything. The cinematography and score heighten the intensity. Shutter Island's got some positives. Mind-bending plot with gripping, unpredictable story. DiCaprio's performance as nuanced acting. Haunting visuals, cinematography and score. Themes explores trauma, guilt and reality. Shutter Island is a psychological thriller. It's dark, suspenseful, and mind-bending. Perfect if you like mystery and twists.